Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we successfully display our likes option and also display the comment option. So from here, you can now like this post, you can unlike this post, right? So now in this video, before edit, I want to create our my blog page. I have already created one of the page. Right now, we don't need this. I remove everything from here. Okay, I remove everything. That is a URL will be needed. So into the template area, I have also created one of the my blog. So my blog, it means it should be display with, right now I'm logging with the Aryan, right? So Aryan related every post will be visible. So that will be as a my blog. Like if you go to our home, you can see this post is created by the test, this post is created by the test, and that is also created by the test. So better I want to do, right now I'm logging with the Aryan, I want to create another post. Better I copy it. Okay, I copy all whole things that will be our content, and now go to our right blog, and I put as a this is just for test. Okay, test by user. So this type of one of the title, and I put some of the description and choose some of the image. And now I want to choose like I choose this image, click as a open. Okay, now click as a published. Yes, you can see that is our post title, and that is our date, and there is an image and description, and also is display as a post by the Aryan, right? So now I want to add another menu in particular that area. If you want to get all that specific this Aryan related all that blog post, then how can display it? So for doing this, we have to do, first of all, we have to load our template. That means our this template, right? And that is our myblog.html template. So we have to work in our view. So that is our app blog, and then go to that view, and here it should be here. I don't want to make that complicated. I have already inputted our class based view into the class based view area. I have already loaded our template view, right? So with this template view, we can actually use it very easily. Better I make that with the class, one of the function. I name it as a class, and then I name that as a my blog. Okay, I name it as a my blogs, and then also if you want to make that as a required, you can required it, and also here you have to pass our class as a template class. That means a template view class. And also I want to make that as a required, as a login required magazine. I also want to use it. Okay, that means if you want to access it, you must have to be logged in. I have already discussed about that things with you, friend. Now I want to load our template. That means here I want to load the template as a template name, and in the template name area, I want to load our template that is in our app blog, right? Yeah, that is actually app blog, and into the app blog area, that is our myblogs.com. so my underscore blogs HTML. So now I load it. Perfect. So here I load it. So now we have to update our myblog.html. So now go to our myblog. That means our myblog.html. This is extended our base HTML, and that is our myblog, right? And then that is our body block. So into the body block area, we have to run one of the for loop. Because of all here, we have to show all that our blog post. So I put one of the for loop. Sorry. So here I want to put one of the for loop, and that is our for. And then whatever the name you put, like I name it as a blog in, and blogging our what? Blogging our this user, right? So this user, if you go to our app blog model, with the model, I have already declared that our author, and I have created that relation with the user, and I named that our post author. So with this post author, I want to get all that our specific this author data. So here, if you want to access it, here we have to make that our user. So with this user, I want to access our post author all data. I get on today. I want to get all the data. Okay, and also here we have to finish it. So now I want to finish our and for, right? I finish our and for. So in particular that area, I want to visible all that our data. Because of all with our this post author, I have already created that relation. So with this post author, I get all that our this author data. Okay. So for the reasons here, I take it into the for loop area, and now with this block I want to access every field. So if you want to do that work, better I take on the h3 tag, and here I want to visible with this block, right? With this block I want to visible our all that field. So with this block I want to visible our block title. I want to display that block title, and also I want to take another one as a h6. With this h6 I want to do with this block I want to access our date. That means I want to display our publish date, whatever you want, right? You can actually access every field. So with this block I want to display our publish date. Okay, and also better after this I take one of the div. I want to actually create this type of one of the same design, like actually this design I want to create again. So if you want to create it, so I want to take one of the row, and then I take another div and I make as a call sm4. Okay, so it should be as a call sm4, and then I take another one, it should be as a call sm8, right? Then it equal to our 12th column. So here I want to load our image, that means our blog post image. So that will be in our media, and then with this blog I want to access our field name, and that is our blog image. Right now I want to access our blog image. Perfect. And also I want to put some of the wide. So wide will be as 100%. I make that as 100%. Perfect. And then that is our call 8, and in the call 8 area whatever you want to display. So here I take one of the paragraph, and to the paragraph area I want to display our blog. With this blog I want to display our field name as a that is actually the blog content. Now I want to display the blog content, and also here I want to display our filter, that is I have already done in our blog list. Into the blog list, here you can see there is our blog, the blog content, and then I have created one of the custom filter as a range filter, and then there is a line break, right? So I have already discussed about that things with you friends. So it should be just like that same. Better I copy it. Okay, I copy it, and then also it should be needed our read more option. The posted by also be needed, and there is the same name as a blog. Better I want to copy it actually. Better I copy everything from here. Okay, so I copy everything from here. Now go to our my blog, and in particular that area I paste it. So our concept will be the same. Right now we are already into the for loop, and so that will be our blog, and then our field name as a blog content. There is our filter as a range filter, and that is our line breaks. So if you want to use that range filter, we have to load it. That means here you can say load our custom filter. I copy it, and now in our my blog, into the my blog, after this I want to after this I want to load our custom filters. So now we can use that our custom filters, and then our line breaks, and then it should be redirected to our read more. It should be the same concept, what exactly the things I did in our blog list, right? So it should be just like that same. Here you can see I think every line should be very much clear to you. So into the read more area, it should be redirected to our URL. With our app blog, there is a blog details. Into the blog details area they have the Slack, right? If you go to that URL, you can see there is a details, and there have the I pass the parameter, that will be our Slack. So it should be redirected to particular perfectly this page and blog, and with this block that means our this for loop block. So if you want to actually change it, if you want to make that as a row, okay, or row, if you want to make that as a row, then you have to update every places as a row, right friend? I think there is very much basic things you should know about it. So also then you have to update it. So right now I'm actually using it as a row, as a block, so it's perfectly okay with me. So now I make that as a Slack, and the blog Slack, and then there is our posted by, and with this blog I want to access our author. Okay, then if you want to display that author name, so right now we don't need this author name because of all that is the my blog page. That means here we don't need to use it. and here that will be our like. If you want to display that like, you can display it. Okay, so now perfect. So that's all you have to do. So now in our base HTML, I want to create one of the menu. Okay, that means here I want to load one of the menu. So if you want to do that work, that will be in our base HTML. Into the base HTML here, that is our navbar, and that is our drop down, right? So into the drop down area, I want to load it. Better I want to copy it and I paste it. So it should be as a my blog. Okay, it should be as a my blog, one of the menu. And also for if you want to access it, we have to create one of the URL, right? So we have to create this URL in our app blog. That means in our app blog URL. So here with this app blog, I want to access it. So better I want to copy it and I paste it, and I name it as a, right now I don't need any ID, I name it as a my blog. Okay, my hyphen blog. And then in our view area, I have already created one of the function, that means our class function, as a my blog. So now I want to use add as a my blog, and that is actually our class based view. So right, that is actually our class based view. So here we have to make that update. That means after that it should be as a dot as underscore view, right? Then you have to add it, and I just name it as a my blog, as a my underscore blog. Okay, that will be as a my blog or blogs, whatever you want. So now I want to actually add that URL. So I want to add that URL in our base HTML. So that is our my blog. So with this, so right now our app name I have declared as a app blog. So now with this app blog, I want to access our URL. Our URL name I have added as a my blogs. So now I want to access as a my blogs. Perfect. So friend, that's all you have to do. Now let's check this out. If we get any error, we will solve it. Click as a save all. Yeah, our server is now perfectly running. Now go to our site and now refresh it. And now go to our Aryan. Here you can see there is our new one as a my blog. So now if you click as a my blog, yes, you can see friend, this blog actually created by the Aryan, right? If you go to home, you can see this blog post is created by the Aryan, and all that blog post is created by the test, and that is Aryan. So now if you go to our my blog, it's now showing as a my blog. Right now if you click as a logout, and now if you log in with the test, and then Udemy 1 2 3 4 5 6, click as a login. Right now I'm logging with the test. So for the test, I have created some of the post. You can see there is all that post, and this post is created by the Aryan. So now if you click as a my blog, yes, you can see every actually post which is created by the test user is perfectly visible. I hope friend you enjoy it very much, and we successfully complete that portion. So in our next video, I want to update our this blog post. So how can edit it? In our next video, I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.